Hello all, Onigato here for Oni in the Garden, and we're going to start with the potato and oregano. So as you can see, they are both doing quite nicely. The oregano has been pushed out from the center, but you can kind of see there's some secondary growth forming up right in the center itself. And then obviously the potatoes themselves, very pretty. Very toxic, but very pretty. Moving over, that strawberry plant has gotten a little bit leggy, which is good. Opens it up a little bit, and you can just kind of see a strawberry in there. Not quite ripe, should be ready by tomorrow. No sign of the asparagus at all. Everything got soaked pretty good. The last couple of days we've been having a lot of rain, so there's that. The habanero and the green chili, nothing. No sign of any movement. But I'm not overly surprised at this point. The peppers, I keep seeing the occasional flower start, but then it goes away. So I don't see any right now. And I definitely don't see any actual peppers. That's fine. The onions, they're onions. They aren't doing poorly, so I don't really care. I'm not pulling anything off of them really for cooking purposes, so it's, nothing doing. The basil, we lost one of the basils. I have no idea what happened. It just up and died one day, which is kind of weird. I think something sat on it. But this, whatever it is in front of that, it's growing well. The strawberries, we have a problem with roly-polies, or pill bugs. They eat the strawberries. Just eat them straight up. So, yeah, didn't get as much out of there as I thought I would. But the plants themselves are looking very nice, and looks like they're about to start throwing runners. So, I'll take it as a win. The cilantro is starting to get to the point where some of it is getting leggy and possibly thinking about going to seed, so that's okay. No idea why that never came up. I'm trying to grow some in this inside. It doesn't seem to be working very well either. So I could just be doing something completely wrong. Over here, these beans, tasty. The plants themselves don't seem to be liking the heat, would be my guess. The plants just are, as it gets warmer, they're shedding leaves. I can keep the soil moist, but it just doesn't seem to be doing any good. These set here, still nothing growing. I do have one little seed, or one little seedling right there. I am not sure what it is. If it's, catnip, then that's all good, because I think that's what's supposed to be in that one. But I doubt it. Especially since I have some catnip on the inside. That definitely does not look like that. So, this tomato plant, the majority of what you see there is just the one tomato plant. It's nice and healthy, very thick structures, and a couple of flower pods on it. I'll go ahead and move this so it's over the top, supported. The other plant is in there. I think it's getting shaded in the afternoon too much to be getting much growth, but it's doing okay. I don't know if I showed you guys this, but the shade cloth is up and it covers the entire raised bed, which is really nice. Quite a few of the, I'm going to guess that they are the cabbages or mustard greens, are going to seed. If they want to go to seed and just, self-fertilize or self-sow, I'm okay with this. I have no problem with that at all, in fact. Across the entire bed, you can see that this thing is just completely full at this point. And I'm starting to get some of them to train up across the back. But it's, well, some of it's a lot bigger than I thought it would be, and some of it looks like, I might have gourds end up hanging from there, so rather than the cucumbers that I thought I would. I'm going to come back to the left just a little bit. These bush beans are incredibly productive, like I expected them to be. I've gotten a harvest off of them last night. The boys and I, the wife, we all ate pretty decently off of them. They about 2 dozen pods. I'll be throwing a picture of it right here. Okay, now for the caterpillar in the room. As you can probably still see, there's a lot of caterpillar damage. I got BT. So the reason why I didn't have a video last week, well, not properly anyways, was I was having jury duty and I couldn't really record a video because I was just that out of it. But one of the things that was available was I managed to get down to a farm supply store and they had BT. So I sprayed everything down. A couple of days later, I started seeing, well, goo. Goo in the shape of former caterpillars. So, yeah. That BT stuff, it works. It works really, really well. And I'm seeing lots and lots of bees in here right now, so I'm not getting too very close. There's one right there. Yeah, you can probably see them from here. Go ahead and fertilize those all you want, little bees. I am definitely not going to stop you. Alright, let's see if we can get down here where I want to show something, though. In here, it's a pretty good-sized squash. I think it's a crookneck. It's a little bit weird because it looks like it's a double, but that's fine. And then just over here, come on, out of the way, leaves. Here's another one. And I think you can just barely make it out right there. Can't tell on the screen how well it's coming through, but right there, it looks like it's probably taken. So that's really good. So I've got a lot of squashes in here that look like they are doing their job. So I'm really quite happy with that. Looks like I might have to come through and spray again with BT and neem. The lettuces are starting to recover, which is really, really good. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen, it's kind of hard to see them properly without getting back there, and it's really hard to get back there, honestly. I goofed when I created this thing. I should have pulled it out an extra probably 6 to 8 inches from the wall. But as it is, it's actually very effective. So, that right there, that's a wasp. I'm not liking wasps, but that might be an Ichneumonn instead, because it doesn't look like a yellow jacket. Yellow jackets can go die in a fire. All of them. They're just made of hate. If that's an Ichneumonn, those guys are actually kind of cool. I like them. Because they are anti-caterpillar, basically. I am seeing a couple ladybugs. Right over, let's see if I can get that into focus. Right over there. Not sure how well it's showing up, but yeah. And a couple of spider webs. So we've got some sort of a nest of spiders decided to hatch recently. So they're all over the place. Alright. I would show you the blueberries, but there's literally nothing left to show. Something decided it was going to snack on the other blueberry. I've got a couple of seeds, blueberry seeds, in the house. Roommates brought several dozen pints home the other day, and I, gathered some seeds out of it, and I planted them in. Haven't seen anything come up from that yet. If I do, I'm going to put a cage around the blueberry initially, just so that it's protected. Otherwise, I need to mow badly. Broke the lawnmower. The armature, or the pull cord, got broken. It was old, so it just kind of snapped. So, but again, I went to the farm supply store and picked up a replacement, and if it hadn't been raining yesterday, I would be mowing right about now, actually. I think I've won the aphid wars. I've checked this tree every day for the last week and a half, actually, and I don't see a single aphid anywhere. Not a one. The patches of native plants that I put down over here, I think I've got something coming up, which is really nice. The marigolds over here, something was snacking on them. Whatever it is, it was deterred by the neem and BT combination. So, yeah, whatever it was, it's been deterred. So that's really good. But other than that, things are growing. Temperatures are getting stupidly hot. We've had over a week of 90-degree temperatures already, and it's expected that by the end of next week we'll be hitting over 100. So, joy. We'll see how much of this stuff survives the heat. The lettuces, obviously, a lot of it's starting to bolt, even with the shade cloth. The shade cloth got put up because I saw some of the plants were starting to bolt already. So it's helping, I'm sure, but it's not going to be enough for just the raw temperatures. But we are still getting stuff out of it. Y'all have a good one.